Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all appropriate, supervised ages, outside the dilapidated castle of Grey Skull, in front of the deeply nostalgic Snake Mountain, in the Hobo Jungle, I bring to you another Reno McDallas review. Hey, so as you can see, I have all of my superpower collection out, both old and new, and 3D printed. Here we go. Because today is that superpower special that I've been promising for ages, right? And it just hasn't happened because I keep getting a hold of like half of a wave, or not, so we're just gonna go through a ton of the figures, and I got a couple vehicles here too. We'll do the vehicles last, and then of course we will, well, you know what we'll do. Yeah, I need to move that over a little bit, don't I? It's kind of focused on Brittany, which that is definitely Lonnie Gaylor approved. I decided to move Lonnie there, and they got a little bit of attention there. Brittany was one of his absolute favorite characters there, Lonnie's. So I've got some commissions from Fred Perry too that were from Lonnie. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that or Val Kilmer. Rest in peace, buddy. Nope, we're here for superpowers. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to grab random. Do you want to do that? We don't know what's going to happen. Okay, so it looks like we got Brainiac first. I'll give you a second here so you can read his card if you want to pause it. If you can do that in another language, there you go. You can pause it there too, I guess. Mewi. I really can't, tried to spell Mewi the other day, man. Did not work out for me. I Googled that, and I was so off, right? Okay, so I never had the other version of the Brainiac, the Chrome one. A lot of the superpowers I've gotten from, just being a kid and having them, where's that Lex at? There he is. That's my original Lex. I was given that, I think I was given it. It was, anyway, so yeah, that Shazam there. But yeah, some of those are, I 3D printed that one, that Dark DKR one. But yeah, don't have a lot. I caught that Flash, that's my most recent. I grew up having a ton of the Flash ones, right? But yeah, I never had that one. I remember having half of Lex's armor. But I also remember having a Secret Wars Magneto and a Secret Wars Iron Man. Where did that trash bag go? Hold on just a second here. I'll talk at you. So, things didn't go too fantastic at the doctor. Unfortunately, I have cancer. I have a tumor that is cancerous in me, and we're going to get him cut out. It probably looks like this, but Lord help us if it's that smart. What if it isn't a tumor, guys? What if I'm actually, I have a conjoined twin inside of me, and he's finally growing out trying to get revenge? That'd be crazy, right? Ooh, speaking of crazy, here's one of the newer ones. All right. Yeah, this just came in the other day. My newest thing that came in is one of the vehicles, but yeah, because it was on Amazon sale. But yeah, I've been waiting for this Jay. This is awesome. Yeah, I like to cosplay as TV show Jay. I liked the Earth 2 costume better when it was Zoom pretending to be Jay. I liked that coat better, so I always cosplay with it, but I do the jeans and then regular work boots. I don't do these. If I ever start cosplaying again, if I ever get that back in me, man, I'll have to update the costume. That is awesome. So, of course, the articulation on all these, so I'll just kind of give you a little cake show, and we'll move on. Live the dream. I got my bag of stands right here for after show. Oh, man. It's going to be magic. Are you ready for the magic? That is not the trash bag. That's my accessory bin. I'm a little over-medicated at the moment. You'll have to excuse my specialness. And speaking of special, here is the Atom. There we go. Ray Palmer. He's got a cousin. Her name's Rosie. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I gotta free up some space on my phone. According to that, I've only got 41 minutes. Have to go and delete all those videos of horses grazing in the field, looking beautiful, just like me. For I wish I too was a pony. No, not really. There's your cake. There's your Atom. And of course, these are. I'm really happy these figures came back, man. It just kind of gave me an excuse to get some of these and all that. Just one of those things, man. Makes me wish Lonnie was here. A little sad, but, you know, it is what it is. I'll keep collecting for him. Because it's our collection now, technically, because he lives up, you know, well, his ashes are up there. He doesn't live here. We know that. But, you know, we being funny. We having a good time and trying not to think about things, kids. Speaking of not thinking, here we have the Blue Beetle. He is not to be confused with a Ringo when he is sad. I feel you, Ringo. It don't come easy, baby. Anyway, there's that. All right, look at all the checklists. You know, I don't really have room for the vehicles, but they look fun. And I got a deal on some of them, so, yeah, you'll see that here in a minute. Or you probably saw it in the thumbnail, whatever. Here. Why am I showing you that? I mean, I just pop these. Because I kind of just plan on going straight without stopping until we get to the, you know, I usually take a break on some of these when I'm opening figures, but I'm just kind of chatty and wanting to open figures and enjoy the collection with you, you know, just being able to look at stuff and be like, man, that's cool. Oh, all right, that was cool. Of course, oh, here we go. So, I had the Toy Biz Riddler when I was a kid, right? And the reason I had it, it wasn't because my dad bought it or anybody. Somebody had left their Riddler out in the playground, right? In the sand at school. And it was there for a couple of days, and finally I was like, dude, I'm just going to take that. There's no reason for that figure to just sit out there and rust, you know, or, you know, go to waste. So that's how I got a hold of the Riddler. But his legs broke soon after. I guess the kid wasn't too great with it. I probably wouldn't either because he's a bad guy, right? But anyway, there he is. Very muscular. Whew. I got some questions for you, mister. Riddle me this. Okay. Anyway, enough of the homoeroticness. Enough of the gay banter. Let's go to something much more manly. Lobo. So, there we go. I don't know if you have any friend that grew up in the 90s, right? Every once in a while, you'll get one of us on a kick where we will just talk about Lobo. We know, like, next to shit about him, right? Like, none of us are, like, super, like, oh my god, he's this, and this, right? We're all just like, hey, you remember how Lobo used to beat the shit out of everybody? Yeah, that's how we remember him. I don't remember a single Lobo story, but I sure do remember him kicking the crap out of stuff. Especially the animated series, which definitely this looks so much inspired by that. But I mean, you know, he's always kind of cartoony looking anyhow, right? But yeah, it almost looks like this should have been an animated. And I mean, I'm not complaining, absolutely not. But that's a great figure there, big old fella. Let's see how he looks next to my other big fella. Got some huskies up in here. Oh yeah, there you go. So, magic moments. When two hearts are near. All right, so speaking of that, we're going to go on to, what do we got? Oh, I have a booster. No, I already have a booster galleries open. I thought they had one down here. Okay, so I used to have a Wonder Woman with one arm when I was a little boy. And, God rest her soul, I don't know what happened to her. Got a lot of stuff was hand-me-downs when I was real little. Because we was dirt poor, and that's part of the, you know, the whole complex now about figures, right? Getting the stuff I couldn't have as a kid, and then getting the member berries about remembering being a kid and toy hunting and playing with toys and enjoying life and my dad and all that good stuff, you know. So the member berries are big, but I do enjoy having a collection just to, you know, like, hey, look what I have here. Like, I don't collect art unless you consider action figures art, which a lot of people do. But there we go. She's got a fancy cape with something on it. Oh, man, it came in stained. Oh, no. Shameful. Probably because it's been in a box forever, right? There's her cake. Fabulous. This is a lot of fun. But, yeah, did you have, like, my cousin and I, which I'll talk to it when I've got Superman here in a little bit. We'll talk about that. I'll hold off on that. But, anyway, we all had, like, a Batman. Like, none of us had capes, except for we glued Superman's cape on. But, hey, you know what? Since we're talking about it, let's just do Superman. So we glued his cape on. My dad glued his cape on. And then my cousin Josh's, his dad ran a twist tie through the hole. You know how they had the things up here? Well, he just ran, not a twist tie, a zip tie, excuse me. And so that way he wouldn't lose the cape. Because none of us kept losing Robin capes, right? All of us had Robins, but we were losing the Robin capes. So that's how I handle that. I love that Superman. That's a great one. They said, he's got some Superman figures from the next movie coming out on Superpowers line. That'll be nice. It's a shame that Todd's losing it, because I hope Mattel just like, hey, that's money. Let's just continue the line, right? Let's hope they use that model, but we'll see what happens. I don't know if they technically can. I hope so. I really, really enjoy this trip down memory lane. Oh, there we go. Speaking of Robins losing capes, here we go. This is the Jason Todd one. So very interesting. I used to have like 50 Robins. I've got a Toy Biz one around here somewhere, but he's broke. I keep having to take his arm back, and then I'll set him somewhere, meaning to put him up on display or give him a stand, and I'll find him broke, like because one of the kids got a hold of him or something. Because who doesn't freaking like Robin, right? Like when I was a kid, I didn't pretend I was Batman. I pretended I was Robin, because I was Batman's helper. Did you guys do that? Was that a you thing, or was it like, no, you were just weird? I mean, I am weird. I have 241 episodes of me opening action figures on the internet. We are far beyond weird. Isn't that right, Moose? Anyway. So, Nightwing. You guys remember the Legends of Tomorrow line? What was it? Legends of Batman. Legends of Tomorrow was that show with the girl that was the actress that was very nice to Liam. Played the Canary. She was really nice to Liam. It's one of the things you never forget. You always remember the nice celebrities, and then you always remember the mean ones. Anyway, speaking of the Legends of Batman, though, I remember one of the first customs. Lonnie would always do my customs for me when I was younger, because I didn't really have the patience, right? Well, he took I gave him those Legends of Batman Nightwings, which, if you didn't know, they were like this, right? But they weren't he had just switched over that really cool black and dark, pretty much your traditional costume right here, right? When you think of Nightwing, you think of that. You probably don't think of the old version. But, yeah. Dogs are coming down here. Oh, you okay, honey? You okay, Kiba? My dog just came on down the stairs. You all right? Yeah? You don't like that storm, huh? Well, at least you know you're welcome to come down. It'll be okay. We got a little bit of a thunderstorm brewing upstairs, and the dogs are a little worried. It'll be okay, guys. Yeah. Hey, not the worst thing to happen today, right? Well, maybe not yet. Oh man, wouldn't that be good? Let's not jinx anything. We're not gonna speak on any of that. It's just gonna be a little storm, guys. I didn't see anything about it being super harmful weather anyway. We've been having a lot of storms though lately. We were down here in the basement for a while last night, and I decided to redecorate and broke this porcelain thing that my grandma made when I was a baby. So I was a little emo about that. I'll have to get some epoxy. I should be able to fix it. It won't be perfect. Yes, hi Kiba. I'll clear you out of space in a minute. I'm picking these toys up and opening them. So I'll show you. It's a mess over here. I apologize. I've been meaning to get to it, but I've just been having so much fatigue, and we know why now. But yeah, she's blind, and she's what's called a Kleekai. And of course, old Moose is on the other side again. We're gonna say moo. We're just all having a good time in the basement during a storm. Living the dream, guys. Okay, so we've got. We might as well do Batman since we just did Robin. Yes, hi Kiba. I'm sorry. Gotta move the tripod, guys. Whee! Where are you going, babe? Are you trying to sit under my lap? Okay, here. So I've got a comfort for little Kiba here. Let's get some stuff moving around. I'm sorry, guys. But hey. There we go. You can stare at Batman for a minute. There you go, sweetheart. There's you some space. And she's still going to just walk all around me, isn't she? Yeah, you saw it, and I apologize. I should do better. Just I've been really tired, and I haven't felt like even like playing video games or nothing, and just kind of been, and well, that's one of the symptoms. So probably was messing with my bipolar on top of that. So maybe that's why I'm wrong in the head. Maybe, just maybe, it's the years of chronic drug abuse. Oh, growing up in the 90s, because holy crap, that was crazy. Okay, anyway, that's a pretty good time now. All right. Yes, that's a really cool Batman. So there's that. I keep knocking figures over, but I mean, they're all going against the door. You know that, right? So we're just going to have a good time with it. So, as you can see, I got this ridiculous thing for $9 like last year, right? Or maybe it was... When was that? I think October, right? So, give me a second. I will have to get a knife for this one. Alright, yeah, so that reminds me of like Superman's rocket, right? There's that. So this is... I haven't assembled it, of course, so I just wanted you to see the parts real quick. Possibly see a glimpse of my nipples in the mirror of the, reflection, not in the mirror. So let's see what we got going on here. Okay, yeah, this is going to take me a second, guys. Hold on. Okay, sorry, just took me just 1 second. We press the S for the cockpit to open. And let's see who we got over here. I got this one Superman that came out, and they didn't have foot pegs, right? So I've got the blue stuff on that stand. So we have our perfect Superman to go into the into our vehicle here and be on display with it. I think I got this on clearance, if I remember right. I've got a John Stewart, and I've got a Batman whom laughs, or that laughs, or will laugh, or kissed by a rose in a grave. I don't know. Come on. Soups, come on, buddy. Let's do this right. People are watching us fumble, and it's mainly your fault, not mine. Get your arm in there. Your arm in there. Okay. There we go. Alright. And... because sometimes you just don't want to punch crap yourself, even if you are Superman, which I don't know. I don't think I'd ever get tired of that, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Sometimes you punch stuff in the face yourself, and sometimes your awesome space vehicle that you sourced from your dying planet's technology does it for you. Anyway, what else we got? Okay, that was one of the vehicles. I got a 3-pack here that we'll go ahead and open next. Yeah, you're like, hey, I thought you said vehicles last. Yeah, I did. I kind of forgot to pause it recording, and then I ended up walking in front of the camera naked, and then I cried for an hour and a half, ate a peanut butter and jelly, and apparently I was recording it the whole time. So here we are back to where I was at. Here we are at the Starman with his rod. And we got Hourman, reminding you that everybody is, in fact, working for the weekend. That cape, he just swings it around so his ass can show. It's like, yeah. And then, of course, I love Scott, because he's gay now, right? Well, he's technically, I don't know. It doesn't matter, man. It's whatever. He's whatever he is in your heart. How about that? That's my canon, baby. My canon is your canon. Let's check out that ass cannon. Wowzers. Okay, and one last thing here. Of course, this is a multi-pack. This was on the Amazon deals for way cheaper than when it was normally running. So I figured, what the heck, huh? Might as well. So let me get this unboxed. Okay, it comes to you in this set of baggies. Parts. Ah, yes, the Batman bumper car. Now it's a snowmobile and or jet ski. He's helicopter. Oh, look at go. Look at go. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so be honest. How many of you that were alive and kicking in the Batman release era, right? When the friggin' Keaton Batman came out. How many of you had the Batman with the retractable? That thing was awesome, dude. To me, that was like, oh my gosh, this is like the coolest Batman figure ever. And I had one of the superpower ones, right? But here we go. And then got this Batwing here. Very nice. Very lovely. Press my button right there. You get the cockpit. Of course, that's the correct Batman for this. We'll just have weird Nightwing in that one over there. Oh. Just remember, if you're from where I'm from, you always say oop instead of, oh, hi. Okay, so we're going to shrink down the Batman. We're going to send him down inside of me. He's going to get to my kidney, and he's going to get that tumor, and he's going to... That's the weirdest freaking... I am having phone difficulties, and I'm upset. So we're just going to throw Jason Todd at that and hope he breaks the door down. He does not. Here, you know what? This has been a really long episode. I have no idea what's going on anymore, so we're just going to all of them, right? We're doing it. We're going to try and just beat the game today. It's happening. Anyway, all these figures are really cool. Most of them are still available for you on Amazon. Perhaps I should get one of those affiliate links or something going, right? Where my boob's going to hang out. Hold on. My boob. You want my boob in the camera? You do, don't you? This is just not working. None of these guys are getting through. Don't worry. We're going to throw some freaking vehicles at this crap next. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Nope. 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 Can't even hit the door for half of them. There you go. Lobo. Nope. Nope. Val Kilmer hanging in there good, though. Hey, Val. I think I already threw that. There we go. There we go. I 3D printed that bow on that I just dropped. There you go. I'm not doing 3D printing anymore, by the way. That was fun, but you know, a little messy, a little smelly, and whatever. Anyway, so okay, I'm gonna get him. Alrighty, all right. For Krypton! No, okay. Did he fly out? No, he just a different Superman. Okay, let's just try this. Get this thing going here, and no, the Beyonder took a good hit, and okay, so that's the end of this weird episode. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. I know the dogs came down here. I know someone held me up for cash. There was that time that I do. There he is. I was wondering who it was. I said I couldn't find my John Stewart. He was hiding. There goes that stand. Anyway, all the figures have failed me. But you have not. Thank you for watching. Be good to yourselves. Absolutely. And remember, free the figs.